In this section, I'm going to show you how to create the most important designs for your business and career. So let's start with business cards. They are still the #1 networking tool, and you should always have a pack of your own business cards on you. Most people underestimate business cards. That's why they just write a name and some contact information on there and then hand them out. But then it can often happen that you will never hear back from those people. And that's most likely because they forget about your business card. So how can we make them remember? Well, first we need to know what people actually do when they receive a business card. Obviously they just put it in their wallet or in some side pocket, which makes it easy to forget. So the first priority when you're creating a business card is that you need to create a strong first impression. But you also need to take into account that business cards are relatively small, so you're working with limited space. So the end goal should be to have a small, unique card that is very attention-grabbing and easy to read. So let's jump into the Canva editor and I'll show you how to create exactly that. Alright guys, the first thing that we're going to do is search for business cards up there in the search tab. Make sure that you choose the first one here, because vertical business cards are very unpopular. Alright, here on the side you will see a bunch of templates. So now you've got two options. You can either modify and rebrand an already existing template, or you can start from zero. In this first example, we're just going to modify a template because that's way easier. Of course, I'm also going to show you how to start from zero later on. It's very important that you choose a template that fits your business. Remember, you can change colors and elements. Just the general structure of the template should remain the same. For this example, let's just choose a business card for something that isn't that common. Let's just suppose I'm the CEO of a luxury wellness club. I will now just go through all of those templates and see if I find one that works well for a luxury wellness club. Alright, that one looks quite promising. In this case, the template includes designs for the two sides. So one for the front of the business card and one for the back of the business card. Since we want to edit them both, we'll just click add a new page down here and then click on the second one, so the back side, and we can edit that right here. Alright, let me just change the name to maybe Lotus. And let's just call it. And maybe a crown isn't that appropriate, so let's just see if we find a nice icon for a lotus here. Actually, I think if we change the color on this one, that might look pretty good. Let's just delete the crown by clicking escape on our keyboard and placing the lotus right there. Let's change the color. Alright, that looks awesome. Let's now go to the back side of the card and edit that one. And let's change it to CEO. Then let's just put some random contact information in here. Alright, so that's how to edit a business card template. Of course, if you're making a business card for an already existing brand, you need to add your own logo and change the colors. But that should be quite obvious because business cards are of course part of your brand. Alright, but what should you do if you just can't find a template that you like? If you are in this rare situation, I always recommend to start from scratch. Because in that way you won't waste a bunch of time heavily modifying a template. Of course you can also do that, but in my experience you just waste a bunch of time. Because if you go over a certain degree of modification, it's just better to make your own. I had the same problem trying to make business cards for my clothing brand. I tried hundreds of different templates, but I just couldn't find the perfect one. So I decided to make my own. Now I'd say for this example, let's just reconstruct a similar situation and make personalized business cards for it. In this situation, you can just leave it blank and not select one of those templates here. When creating something without a template, I always recommend to start from a point. In that case, that's the logo. Now since of course you can't find your own logo right here in the Canva photos, you need to upload it. So for that, go to Uploads, click on Upload an image, select an image from your Explorer. In that case, that's the logo. And now you can see this little progress bar down here, and when that's full, the logo is fully uploaded. Alright, when it's finished uploading, you can just drag it in here. Now you can position it where you like. Next, I recommend to start building your background. You can either do that by searching different elements and constructing something out of that, Or you can simply start with a photo. I personally like to start with a photo, so I'll do that. Of course, you need to make sure that it fits your branding. You can play with the photo by editing it. For example, this right here just looks horrible right now. But if I adjust it a little bit and blur the background, it already looks a lot better. I don't quite like it yet, so I'll spend some more time searching. I think I found a good image here. I'm now going to add some elements to spice it up. Since this brand is all about nature and saving the environment, I think it's better to stick to more basic colors like white, for example. If you already have certain shapes that you implemented into the branding, you can certainly use them on your business cards too. In my case, this is a white frame on the outside. I think that looks quite nice, so I'll just adopt that here. I think the front looks awesome. I've personally never seen a business card like this, and it perfectly represents my brand. Let's now go on to the back side. Here is where you need to put the contact information on. Now in this case, my business does not have a physical address. So we do not have an office or a store. And that's totally fine. Just put your website or an email address or even a phone number on here. I will just put the email address in the center, add a nice icon to it, and the website into the frame. Now of course, if you're going to really print them out, you can invest a little bit more time into color research and so on, but that's already above average. Alright, that's it. I hope you had a lot of fun developing and creating your business cards. And I'm sure that you will have lots of success with them. I'm really excited for the next lesson because you're going to learn how to create your own professional resume. So definitely stay tuned for that.